Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you're joining me for the first time, make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is just down below here. And if you're joining me through Facebook, make sure that you have given StreamYard permission so that I know who I'm talking to. Just beware that this is part of a live presentation that I am doing. So if I do reach out to different people along the way, that's all part of it being part of a live demo. So it is Monday, and Monday I always do either a fancy fold card, a fun fold card, or a 3D project. So basically, I'm going to be doing another fun fold. It's an accordion fun fold. There's lots of different accordion cards out there. This one I really like because it kind of shows off some designers. Not a lot of designer series paper. There is an awful lot more different ones that basically you could show off more designer series paper. But I wanted to kind of do this one. And this one's actually going to be posting on a blog hop of mine that's going to be going live on June the 17th. I had to check that date. Anyways, welcome. Hello, Barb, and hello, Joanna. Or Joanne, I'm sorry. My eyesight, I have to have some cataract surgery, so consequently, I don't see too well at the distance part, but in any event, awesome. Wow. And Pam, we have all Canadians that I can see off of YouTube, so that's great. Like I say, I do live in British Columbia, so yeah, it's very nice that we have a cross station all across Canada. In any event, let's jump on down to my desktop. I am using the inked and tiled bundle. Have you seen this in the catalog? It's a really, really pretty one. Basically, the bundle comes with a stamp set. And it comes with 2 punches. Now, I'm not using the punches today. I will be using these. To me, this kind of looks like you could use this in some sort of um, a tic-tac-toe sort of game or something like that. But it does have some beautiful things that you can do with it. But I think the real star of this whole show is this designer series paper. Now, this designer series paper, remember, for the month of June, the designer series paper is at 15% off. So this means that this would be $14.45, I believe is what it works out to. And it's gorgeous. This one has the pool party white and Lost Lagoon. That's the one side there. Check out the other side. Beautiful colors onto the other side. Then there's one that's with the crushed curry. And look at these ones here. They look an awful lot alike. Oh my goodness, I don't have one of the. Oh, this one. This one's probably one of my favorites on there. And then we've got some Calypso Coral ones as well that are really pretty. And then, of course, the back sides of these as well. This one's really pretty. I'm really drawn to the Lost Lagoon and the pool party, but this is very pretty too in the crushed curry as well. This is 6x6 paper. So good morning, Marie and Linda. Yeah, so glad to see you here. In any event, beautiful designer series paper. So we're going to be using some of this, not a whole lot of it. Just because of the type of card that we're doing, but you'll see how it kind of just goes in. Now, another thing that I'm doing today is I'm going to be doing 2 techniques that you can find in my Facebook group, and you can get that link, the Stamping with Diane Stampers group. It is down below here. And these are 2 previous techniques that I've shown. One is the direct to rubber technique, and I'm also doing the sanded embossing folder technique or distressed embossing folder technique. So if you want a link to that, there is a link that is down below with the Stamping with Diane Stampers group. All right, so I'm going to show you. Of course, you know that I'm drawn to the Lost Lagoon and the pool party. I thought this was the one I was going to use. But then I decided to use this one because this one's very pretty as well. Well, they're all pretty. I think Stampin' Up has gone really completely out of their way with their designer series paper. And you never really know what kind of designer series paper you like until you actually get it. So, all right, so I do have my cardstock and everything sort of cut, and I've scored it. So I want to just go through that with you. Like I say, there will be a link on my June 17th blog post that goes live at 1 o'clock Pacific time with this card and all the measurements on there. But I'll give the measurements during this this presentation as well. All right, so this is a piece that is 5.5 inches by, get a load of this one, 8 1/4. And honestly, you'll know why as soon as I go to fold this up, why it's a weird size. So you have to cut off 1/4 of an inch here. So I've gone ahead and I've scored this at 2 1/8, 3 1/8, 5 1/8, and 6 1/8. Now, if you're having problems and you want to see the measurements actually set out or print up on your screen, go to closed caption on the YouTube if you're on YouTube, and closed caption will give you those measurements. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do a mountain fold, a valley fold, a mountain fold, and a valley fold. So it's going to just go like this, and this is what's giving us the accordion. And I'm going to come in with my bone folder. Very important that you have your bone folder here. And that's going to be covered up, that part there. So when I did do that bone folder, it's giving me a crease in there. Now, with it being that 8 1/4, this goes down and it actually measures, with it all folded like that, is going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5. So it will fit into a regular cardstock or a regular envelope here in the North America. Oh, excuse me. Must be something. Oh, excuse me again. Must be something down here. I'm not sure what it is. Mind you, I've been down here since 7 o'clock Pacific time. So it really shouldn't have been. It shouldn't be anything down here because that's the first sneeze that I've done. Okay. Then I also have, oh my goodness, I think I'm short one piece of paper. Let's see. We're going to need 2 pieces of this basic. Wait, I know what I did. I quickly grabbed this for something else. So let me go grab and I will cut a piece. Yes, I had actually used that piece for something else. So you're going to need 2 pieces of the basic white, and they are going to be 5 1/4. So let me just get rid of these pieces here. 5 1/4 by 2 7/8. So just measure that just like that. So we have 2 pieces of the basic white, that size, 2 of those. And I also have, oh, what's that? Yeah. And I also have here, you know what? That piece should have been by 5 inch. These should have been by 5 inch. It doesn't pay to just grab a piece of paper and just do something with it. So I was doing something with one of the card classes that I'm doing for the end of the month, and I just grabbed it. I thought, oh, that's a spare piece. Well, not. Okay, so this, I will repeat this. This is 2 7/8 by 5 1/4, and you need 2 pieces of those. And then I kind of want to have it like on a border. So I have 2 pieces of this. Oh my goodness, I'm really mixing this up. Okay, let's start all over. All right, so this piece happens to be 2 7/8. So 2 7/8 by 5 1/4. And these white pieces happen to be 2 5/8 by 5 inches. So what's going to happen, this is going to go onto here. So let's cut those down to 2 5/8. Doesn't help, you know, I've been on Zoom since 7 o'clock this morning. saying, oh, can we do it later? But no, we can't. All right. 2 5/8 by 5 inches. So these pieces are going to go onto there. And then this piece is going to go onto here. And then I have a piece for the back end of this that is basic white. And that's 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that's going to go right on there. Then I have, like I say, I was going to use some designer series paper. And this designer series paper is 1 1/4 by 5 inches. And it's going to layer onto this piece. So we'll start putting this card all together. Now, let's do the stamping to begin with. So I'm taking my one piece of designer series paper, and I have these stamps. And these stamps are, I'm going to be using this stamp here. I'm using this. I'm going to use this. And then I have to decide, do I want to do a happy birthday or a thank you? Not sure which one to do. Maybe I'll do a thank you, but we'll get that all put together. All right. So the one technique that I'm doing is the direct to paper. So I'm going to take my markers. I have on these markers, I have, let's see, this is the coastal or Calypso Coral. And I also had another marker here. There we go. This one is Petal Pink. And I have a Lost Lagoon. These are two of the old markers. This is one of the new markers. So I'm going to show you the difference. One, it has a longer barrel on this part here. And on the thin parts now, this is more of a bullet than a very fine tip. So you can see this goes, it marks kind of the same, but this is a lot thinner. And the brush end is about the same. I think it's a different constitution, they said, or a different way of putting it together. But anyways, that's the new one. So every time that you order a new family of these new markers, you will basically get the new markers. All right. So I'm going to come in with my Lost Lagoon. And like I say, I'm doing direct to paper. So I'm just going on and I'm taking the brush end and I'm doing it on the side. And I'm just marking that like that. I am then also going to go in with my Petal Pink. And I'm just marking this part here. And this part doesn't matter. It's a lighter color. Whenever you're doing this direct to paper technique, what you want to do is you always want to go with the lighter color first. Let's see, do I have some different? They are beautiful papers, that's for sure. From Missouri. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Mitch. Oh, thank you. From Oregon. Hello, Jeanne. And then this is the Calypso Coral. And so I'm just coming and I'm kind of brushing that part. Now remember, I went in with my Petal Pink and I covered it all. And then I just want this bottom part to go down here. Now this works the best with a rubber. So then you're going to huff on this, or as some people go and say, they go and they say that this is a Darth Vader. And all I'm doing is just putting the moisture back onto the stamp. So I'm just going to go and stamp that. Just like there. And see how that gives kind of a subtle sort of look. Now I want to use this other one here. So I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon again. There. I'm going to come in with my Petal Pink first because it is the lighter color. And the Calypso Coral. Now, the beauty of doing this with your markers, like I say, I've done this technique. The beauty of doing this with the markers is that with the markers, you can get all those colors, right, of your ink pads. I'm going to huff again. Hello, Marge. And Barb. right, so I'm just going to come in with this one, stamp this here. So see, now we've got that. But it's so pretty, like it's such an easy one to do. Now, this one here, I figured, well, you know, I could turn around and I could use the markers again. Or what I could do is just come in, because I'm going to do the whole color in, should I do it in Lost Lagoon or should I do it in Pool Party? I think I'm going to do it in Lost Lagoon, but we're going to stamp off. And we're just going to put this kind of behind here. You know what? I don't want that on the bottom. I should have taken a proper thing to color that. Let's put that just about there. So that's giving us kind of a lighter color there. And then I also have, some things here. I wonder if maybe I should have done white on there. I'm not sure. If I do this Lost Lagoon, this is from the Timeless Arrangements dies, and this is from the Stylish Shapes. I think if I do this, and let's put it there, I'm going to have to do it with embossing powder because it's too dark. I should have done a white one, and I could have done it with the Lost Lagoon color, but I'll do that. And I think, like I say, I'm going to use a thank you card in there. I'll use it as a thank you. So let's just go and put that onto a block. I wasn't too sure what I thought of this particular bundle, but I'm really glad that I bought it. I really am. It's one that I think I'm going to get lots of use, and especially with those punches. Okay, I'm hoping I'm going to get that straight. All right, so let's go and put the thank you right there. That is a little, no, that's okay. And because I am also doing this, I'm going to come on with some of that Versamark also. And I'm just going to put this flower kind of down here. Not a lot. And then we're going to come in with our white embossing powder. Let me just come in here, put some of that on there. So just like that. Move that embossing powder out of the way because I know how I tend to have some issues with that. And I'll just come in and just quickly heat set this. Now, it might have been better with more open flowers or maybe the leaves. But for a minute there, I used clear embossing powder. But there we go. All right. So, got that. So let me show you how this gets put together. So I'm going to put this onto the Pool Party. So we'll just glue that. Hello, Marge. Oh my goodness, I can't get this out. I think I'm going to be needing another one of these. We'll try to get as much out of there as we can. So this is just going to go on here, very subtle. But, you know, all I did, and, you know, if you're ever wanting to know how to get your color inspiration, just go to the back of your designer series paper and use those. All right, so I want to put this on this side here. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to have it overlap here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a bead of this. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to, you know what, I could probably do this on with my seal, but that's at the other end of the table as well. So I do have this one. So I'm just going to put a bead here Oh. Okay, we're going to have to prime that. Ouch. Oh dear. So I'm just going to take a paper clip and I'll go in here and I'll just prime this. Right, so we're just going to put some along here. And then I'm going to put some just along here. And you'll see why in just a second why I've done that. I want to put this here. Whoops. I cut myself on my trimmer that I had in my drawer here. I'm going to have band-aids on all of my fingers if I'm not careful. All right, so then this piece is just going to go straight onto here. And I don't have to worry about that part of the overlay until I go to put it onto the card. Oh my goodness, I really do have. Okay. Say that finger is really bleeding there. When I went in to get that paper clip, I hit the blade of one of the, from the paper trimmer. There we go. So that is just going to just get that. So otherwise I'm going to have, this is going to go here. So now what's going to do is this part is going to go onto there. So I'm going to come in with my glue. There. And just here. Remember, I want to have that part that comes out. So this is going to, I'm just going to take this part like this. This is going to go on here. Oh, look, my paper slipped. Okay, well, so it's going to go like this. Get that silly cut. Just like that. Now, this designer series paper, like I say, it is cut at 1 1/4 by 5 inches. And I want to go ahead and put that right to this end right here, so that when this closes, this is going to give me this look here. But I went and I ran this part through with the fern embossing folder. Now this is another, like I say, another technique that I have in my, oh, I'm sorry, but this is bleeding so much that I'll get it all over the place. So what I did was I ran it through with this embossing folder, and then I'm going to come in and I'm just taking, this is a Sanders block, and this Sanders block is a painter's block. You can get it from a hardware store. And I'm just going in, because all your designer series paper is white core. And that is just going to go straight on there, like so. And I do have it a bit crooked on this side, so I'm going to kind of dummy this up so that it's not crooked. Take care of my finger. Oh my goodness. It doesn't hurt. It's just silly. It would take me 5 minutes to go upstairs and get my Band-Aids. So anyways, we just put this on here, and we're going to get that so it's straight looking. That's just going to go right there. And see, when this closes, that goes like that. And then this piece here goes straight even with that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a piece, this basic white, like I say, the basic white is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that's going to go right there so you can do some extra, stamping on that. So let's go ahead and put that on. And then we'll decorate the front of it. So I'm just going to go in here, put that on there like that. There we go. All right, so now we have the accordion going like this. Whoops. And then when it stands up, it's going to stand up like this. But now we have to finish decorating the front. So I'm going to have that go there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take some tear and tape. And I'm going to put this across the bottom, up across here. Because what I want to do is, because we have this beautiful Lost Lagoon ribbon that we can actually put on here as well. So let's come in with the piercer. It happens during the live. Well, my goodness, like if anything's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong, right? But that's okay. That's the beauty of live. It's what it is, right? And plus, like I say, I get to talk to all of you, and I really do enjoy doing that. So let's just go and let's loop the ribbon. Do we want to bring it back up? Let's see what that looks like. How's that going to look? Oh, that'll be good. I'm going to actually have this go off to on the angle there. And we'll use our scissors. And just angle that one off too. Now what would look nice on this would be some, here, that'll go right there. So we're going to put that on with dimensionals. Like so. There we go. Now I guess we could have sponged around there too to make it so it's not so, but I honestly think it's okay. Now if I wanted, I could put some sort of something in there as well. So let's see, let's put that about there. And I'm going to come in and just trim this just a bit more. There we go. So that's like that. And then we do have gems that actually are supposed to be. These are the 3-pack, the tinsel gems. And these are supposed to be Lost Lagoon, but they look more like the Coastal Cabana, really. Let's see how they look on there. If not, I would think like the iridescent pearls might look really nice. Good point, Kathy. Keep Band-Aids close to the craft room. All right. So this is the Lost Lagoon one. So let's put that on there. Oh, they don't look too bad. Look at that. They don't look too bad at all. So I'm going to come here. Let's put a smaller one there. There. And let's put a smaller one at the bottom. I've just gotten so that I can use these. There. So there's my card with a bit of blood, sweat, and tears, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. So we did use the inked and tiled stamp set. We used Lost Lagoon and some, we used the markers actually, the Lost Lagoon, the Petal Pink, and the Calypso Coral. And then we just used our stamp there. It would look nice with something there. I wonder what you could put. This is kind of a different sort of look, isn't it? I don't want to put something on there now. I think I want more room for what's happening there. So there's my card. Like I say, that's an accordion fold card. You can see this on my blog. The measurements will all be listed on my blog, and that's for, let me write, June the 17th. But if not, just go back on the video and just watch that, and you'll be able to find all the different measurements. Thank you. There are so many of these type of fold, the accordion fold. Honestly, there's so many that you could use. Okay, so what is happening Now, let's see. Tomorrow is my technique Tuesday. I've been asked to do something with the markers, so I think I've got an idea what I can do with some markers. Another thing to do with markers. The markers are so versatile because you get to use all the different colors. So I'll probably do something with that. And that's at 4:30 Pacific time. So I hope that I'll see you there. Remember to give me the thumbs up. Remember to share my video. I really do appreciate that. And if you do live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, please reach out. I'd love to be your demonstrator. I do giveaway tutorials when I remember. People have to remind me all the time, but in any event, I hope you enjoyed that. And we will see you tomorrow, 4:30 Pacific. Bye for now.